sure there's nothing I can get for you, my lady? Hot water bottle, or what about a nice cup of tea?
Oh, do you know, I think I could enjoy a cup of tea.
I'll get it for you right away.
Thank you, Mrs. Gates.
Oh, is Gates back from taking the girls to the station yet?
No, miss. If he had been, I'd have sent him over to the church straight away.
Oh, the rector has been taken ill. I must find someone with a car to take him to the hospital.
Oh, my goodness. What about the ambulance?
Oh, no, apparently there's gone to a road accident at Watfield.
What's happened, Elizabeth?
Oh, Granny, I'm so sorry. I must telephone. Mr. Fuller was taken ill during the service.
Oh, seriously?
Yes, I'm afraid so.
Oh, dear.
It would just happen when my own car's in the garage. Who can I ask?
There's Mr. Strange, Albury Motors.
Yes, of course. Hello, Mrs. Barkworth. Could you put me through to Mr. Strange, please? It's very urgent. He's what? Oh, well, yes, that's all right then. Yes, thank you. Oh, dear, thank heavens for that. Apparently, Dr. Bentley turned up and had got hold of Mr. Strange, and the rector's on his way to hospital.
Oh, that's good. I'll get your tea now, my lady.
Thank you. Now then, tell me exactly what happened.
Well, we were about 3/4 of the way through the service. Mr. Fuller had just walked over to the lectern to say a few words of thanks to you for presenting his altar cloths. Suddenly, he put his hand up like this and said, "I'm so sorry, but I must sit down for a few moments," and started swaying. Well, I thought he was going to faint. Daddy ran up and helped him to the vestry. He said he'd be all right after a few moments, but of course he wasn't.
What do you think was the trouble?
Well, I didn't examine him thoroughly, of course, but I'd say it was a heart attack of some kind. Well, he's been pretty groggy for some time now.
Oh, I know, poor old Morris. And what about the service?
Oh, Daddy took over as church warden. Fortunately, the district nurse was there, and she stayed with Mr. Fuller while I came out to organise a car. How is he?
I don't know, dear. They've taken him to Horbury Hospital. He's looking a bit shaky, I'm afraid, Mother.
Poor man.
Yes, he was saying in the vestry, Dr. Bentley had been telling him for months he should ease up.
Oh, he'll have to now.
Yes, absolutely. You know, I don't want to sound selfish, but one must be practical. This could not have happened at a worse time.
In what way, Arthur?
Well, I imagine he'll be off for, a month at least. And that means mountains of work for Rosie Carton and myself. And if I have to go off somewhere, which is likely, leave her to it, I think I'd better telephone her in a moment.
I don't understand. Why should the rector's illness make work for Rosie?
She's the other church warden, Granny.
Oh, yes, of course, I forgot. She's not exactly the usual church warden type, is she?
I remember you said once that they get terribly involved when a new rector has to be appointed.
Yes, it's almost like a full-time job. No, the thing that worries me is that we have to be exceptionally careful if we do have to choose a new rector. See, this living, it's worth over 800 a year. Free house, various other perks. That's a very good income for anyone these days.
Well, there won't be any lack of candidates.
No, I'm sure there won't be, Mother. But we have to be sure and get the right candidate. See, it's not like a Liverpool Dockland parish where only a dedicated priest would serve. It's what you might call a cushy billet. Now, we need a labourer who'll be worthy of his hire. However, the situation hasn't arisen yet. Meanwhile, I'd better get on to Rosie. Tell her we may have a lot of work on our hands.
Personally, I think the best thing would be for Morris Fuller to retire now. He can't expect to carry on much longer, and then your father could get this business of choosing the new rector settled once and for all.
Yes, I quite agree, Granny.
Brought your tea, my lady.
Thank you, Mrs. Gates.
Oh, thank you, miss.
How kind of you.
Yes, I'm sorry it occurred so suddenly. Mind you, he's been muttering about retirement for ages, of course.
Arthur, when I agreed to become church warden, you assured me it was purely nominal. I had my doubts about it at the time.
Oh, Rosie, I know, but the owners of Layford and Larkfield have always been the two church wardens. A tradition of the village.
Well, yes, it's pretty silly when you appoint someone like myself. I should never have agreed to it. I've become involved in a lot of village matters, and this is one job too many.
I say, you know, you are upset.
Oh, yes, I am, really. How exactly will I be involved if Morris does retire?
Well, I've got most of the parish papers here, and if you'd like to drop over for an hour in the morning, and then I'll explain. You see, Rosie, fact is, I may have to leave at very short notice. Get it too long.
What?
Well, a PPS doesn't just put his feet up during a parliamentary recess, you know.
Well, is it very complicated, all this church paperwork?
No. I'll explain when I see you. Shall we say 10 o'clock?
Yes.
Oh, good morning, Mrs. Cartland.
Good morning, Mrs. Gates.
The commander is expecting you.
Thank you.
It's a lovely morning, isn't it, after such a freezing night?
Rosie. Ah, my dear, how kind of you to call.
Good morning, Arthur.
Well, I got all the papers laid out in the study if you'd like to go through. Would you like a cup of coffee?
No, thank you.
I see.
Good morning, Nanny.
Good morning, Mrs. Cartland.
Oh, it's a lovely morning, isn't it? Although I fear we may have lost the second hay crop almost totally. How many acres did you have down to hay this summer?
Is that Lady Bob's trainer?
It is that, and she doesn't seem to eat nothing, does she?
Oh, dear, I do hope there isn't anything seriously wrong.
Well, I had this short note from Morris this morning. He feels he must resign immediately, retire to that little cottage of his at Worthing we've heard so much about.
How long will he be in hospital?
About 3 months, apparently. He's better, but I clearly must not go on and would ask the parochial church council to accept my resignation forthwith. I'm writing to the patron of the living separately and must apologise for the lack of proper notice. Poor fellow. Handwriting's most terribly shaky.
I am so sorry I was so brusque last night. My first thought should have been for Morris.
Yes, you're a bit growlish, weren't you?
I must send him some flowers. Such a nice man.
Parish owes him so much.
What does he mean by patron of the living?
Oh, that is the man whose job it is to choose the new rector.
Oh, the bishop did that.
Oh, Lord, no. No, Bishop gives him the job, but the right and duty of choosing him is still exercised by one of the oldest families in the village, the Marshes. Though they haven't lived here for generations.
Not live here?
No, not since the last century. Used to live in your house.
Then what right have they got to choose the new rector?
Ah, now that's the right of advowson, it's called. That's a very ancient right, you know. It's passed down from father to son, rather like a piece of property. Now, while that is being sorted out, we as church wardens have to keep the ship afloat.
Good gracious.
Oh, it's all right. Now, we take out what is called a writ of sequestration, and then we have to arrange for various floating clergy to take the services. Oh, put them up and feed them. And then there's the church lands to administer. And then the charities to pay. Christenings, marriages and burials to be arranged. Rents and tithes to be collected. Insurances to be paid. No, it's all right, Rosie. I will do it, yeah. Well, so long as I'm here.
Oh. I really think you ought to see Dr. Bentley.
No, darling. It's nothing. It's just a chill.
Yes, but you hardly had any breakfast.
I had all I wanted.
Oh, Granny.
It's all right, really. I'm saving my appetite for the dinner party tomorrow night with Phyllis and that brash husband of hers.
Will you be well enough for that?
Of course I will. It's your father we've got to take care of now.
Daddy?
Yes. A parliamentary recess is supposed to be a holiday. Heaven knows he needs one. But I know what a vacancy in a living can mean to a church warden. Arthur's going to have more trouble over that than he's ever had being a PPS.
Now, main thing we have to decide is the sort of chap we think would be right to have as rector here.
A good stout clergyman, sound in wind and limb.
No, good heavens, no, it's not as simple as that.
Does the patron of the living actually take any notice of what we say? I mean, if it's his job to choose the rector.
Oh, Lord, yes. Now, the way it works is this. Parish decides what it wants. In practice, that means you and I decide. And then I telephone round the various members of the church council, and they say, yes. I telephone the patron of the living, he says yes. And then we get on to the bishop's secretary, and they try and find someone to fit the bill.
What if he doesn't agree with our choice?
Well, of course he'll agree. I mean, why shouldn't he?
Does seem a most extraordinary way of going about things.
Well, Rosie, my dear, I assure you it is utter misery unless we are decisive. And the sooner we get it over, less agony for all.
Including me.
Including you. Now then, Morris is a wonderful chap. Served us extremely well. But what I think we need now is a dedicated priest who's not only prepared to serve the parish, but a younger man who will not find it so exhausting as poor old Morris.
A younger man?
Married, of course, at such a large rectory.
A younger married man?
Oh, not too young. You need a man with some experience.
A married man of about 45?
Children, of course. I think boy and girl would be ideal. Stipend 820 a year, so we can afford to aim high, and on that they can afford staff. Right, I'll ring the patron then, shall I?
Yes, Arthur, that's all.
Yeah, that's all. I'm very glad you agree with everything.
Yes, well.
And then I thought some of your treacle tart, Mrs. Gates. That's always very popular.
Very good, miss.
I'll ring Cooper's and get them to dress a crown of lamb. Oh, and it might be as well to have some standby food ready, as the commander calls it. But my dear, it's going to be rather an unsettled week.
It's a good thing you were here, miss. I mean, with her ladyship being poorly and the other young ladies away.
Oh, there you are. I've a telegram for you, dear.
For me?
Yes, yes. Ran into young Bobby Barkworth bringing it up on his bike.
Oh, that's too bad. Mr. and Mrs. Poole want to bring a couple of friends with them to stay. Daddy, Phyllis is the limit. She's just wired to say she and Jack want to bring a couple of friends to stay.
Oh, Lord, yes.
You knew?
Yes, she mentioned it last time she telephoned, didn't I tell you?
Oh, Daddy, you are the limit.
Well, my dear, I've had some news as well.
Oh, what?
But you remember Ralph Marsh, the patron of the living?
Yes, vaguely. What about him?
Well, he has completely turned down our choice for a new rector. You know, over his dead body, were his exact words.
Can he do that? But why?
I don't know. We'll soon find out why. He's invited himself to tea this afternoon.
Good afternoon, Commander Bond.
Good afternoon. Do please come in.
Thank you.
Can I take a coat for you?
Oh, thank you very much. There we are.
Oh, please come in.
Ah,
Oh, Rosie, this is Ralph Marsh, the patron of the living. Mrs. Carton, the people's warden.
How do you do?
how do you do, Mrs. Cartland?
Oh, please do sit down. There's some tea on the way.
Thank you.
Well, perhaps we might get straight down to business.
Mrs. Gates says 5 minutes.
Good afternoon, Miss Bourne.
Hello.
I think you must have been just leaving the school when we last met.
Yes, I think I was.
There's something I'd like to say, first of all, Commander Bourne.
Yeah?
Well, the last time I was here, I threw my weight about, patronized people, and generally behaved very badly.
You were rather difficult.
Yes, I know. Will you please accept my apologies?
Yes, yes, certainly. Make it a lot easier for us to talk now.
Thank you very much. And you, Miss Bourne?
Well, I don't know what you've got to apologize to me about. I was only a child at the time, but of course I accept.
Well, thank you both very much. Thank you. I had just inherited at the time, quite unexpectedly, and I'm afraid it rather went to my head. In fact, I was terrified. 7,000 acres, scores of tenants, 150 employees. That's quite a responsibility at the age of 21.
Oh, I can imagine.
How on earth did you cope?
Well, luckily, I have an excellent agent who nursed me through, so not too many bones were broken.
You got everything under control?
Yes, I think so. And of course, I get enormous satisfaction out of being involved,
Oh, of course.
which is why I was so interested in what you telephoned me about.
Yeah. The custom nowadays is for absentee patrons to surrender their duties to the bishop's office.
Yes, so I believe.
You don't agree with that?
Commander Bourne, I would not dream of opposing your suggestions for a new rector without good reason.
Yes, but you haven't given us a reason. Now, surely Mrs. Cartland and I know the village very much better than you do.
Oh, I should say one English village is very much like another.
Oh, that's you're right.
Parochial church councils always say they want a married man 45 with 2 children. It's an ecclesiastical joke.
Oh, really?
Exactly the same in the village where I live and throughout the diocese.
And what is wrong with a married man of 45 with 2 children?
Nothing as far as I can see.
Well, then why did you object in our case?
Because I have someone particular in mind to whom I want to present this living.
Whom you think would be right for this village?
Yes.
You don't sound very certain.
Well, you may find the idea difficult to accept at first, but I do ask you to consider it for at least 24 hours before commenting.
What if we don't agree?
Well, I hope it won't come to that,
But if it did,
and I should have to insist.
can he do that?
I should have to look it up.
You can, of course, appeal to the bishop if you disagree.
Yes, we would certainly do that.
Good Lord, that's a bit low, isn't it?
I'll have to be fools if I'm not mistaken.
Commander Bourne's sister.
Yes, I expect you remember her. She married an amateur pilot.
Oh, yes. I'm afraid I've come at rather an
No,
inconvenient...
not at all. No, we want to get this business over as soon as possible. although it looks as though we're not going to have much chance to talk at the moment. Would you like to stay and dine? Then we could have a session afterwards?
Well, I'd love to, but I'm afraid I haven't come.
No, not at all. We won't change tonight.
Well, in that case, thank you very much.
Good heavens, two of them?
Yes, that'll be their friends.
Yes, that's a gentle hint to our man Gates, to go down with the car and pick them up when they land in the lower meadow. Now, look, we've still got a few minutes. Now, who is this chap that you've got in mind?
Ralph Marsh, how do you do?
Lady Bourne.
You must forgive a feeble old woman for not being down to welcome you when you arrived.
Please, not at all.
I've been hearing from my good friend Eleanor Fitzallen just how well you're managing the Deering Park estates. She lives not far from you at Worcester and does my spying for me.
Ah.
How nice to see you. Still playing cricket?
Well, occasionally, yes. But only village cricket, of course.
Oh, there's a lot to be said for it. And how do you think my family is looking?
Lady Bourne? Yeah, come and collect that bed cover.
Hello. Is this the Herefordshire headquarters of Poole Aviation Limited? Oh, I am so sorry.
Not at all, Phil. Come along in. Hello, Jack.
Hello, Rosie.
I'm so glad you're all safely.
Well, I expect you remember Ralph Marsh, my sister Phyllis, now Mrs. Poole.
Oh, yes, indeed I do.
How are you, Mrs. Poole?
Well, I'm very glad to be on the ground. My tummy's still somewhere up there. You haven't met my husband, have you, Jack? This is Ralph Marsh, an acquaintance of the family.
How do you do?
Mr. Poole?
Now, I must introduce our friends who've just terrified Herefordshire with their death-defying tactics in Poole Aviation's finest light aircraft. This is Dennis and Katie Biggins, otherwise known as my best pilot and his missus. Well, there you are, you two. Now, this is your immediate host, my brother-in-law, Arthur.
I'm very pleased to meet you, sir.
How do you do?
It's very kind of you to invite us.
Yes, it is really.
Not at all. No, it'll just add to the fun. And now, this is my mother, Lady Bourne, Mr. and Mrs. Biggins, a very great friend and neighbour, Mrs. Cartland, and Mr. Marsh, who is here to discuss church business.
Ah, yes. Restoration fund or something like that.
No, the appointment of a new rector, actually.
Don't say old Morris Fuller's packed it in at last.
I'm afraid so.
Dead?
No, certainly not. But he had a heart attack and he's had to retire. Phyllis, why don't you ring for some more tea? I'm sure Mr. and Mrs. Biggins would like some.
Not for us, thanks. We had some at Hendon only an hour ago.
Oh, really, the speed of modern journeys.
Katie, would you like to come up and see your room? Thanks, I'd love to. I'll come with you, Phil. Oh, good.
You're staying for dinner,
Yes, I am. See you later.
Well, shall we all sit down?
I'm sorry, Katie, what were you saying?
Well, Jack said if Mr. Cartland wants us in Birmingham to discuss the new contracts, we'd better all go together. New contracts?
Yes, now that Jack's based permanently in London.
He wants Dennis as his chief flight executive, and Mr. Cartland said yes, in principle.
Oh, I see. So you're going to sort out all the details?
That's it. And to give the Bigginses a holiday. They've been working like beavers down in Nice all through the season, and they deserve it.
But why come to Larkfield? I mean, I'm sure Daddy's pleased to see you.
Oh, that was Jack's idea.
It was terribly kind of you to give Ralph Marsh a bed.
Not at all. You're certainly overcrowded here, aren't you?
Well, we didn't really think that he would be going to ask to stay. After all, he only lives about 20 miles away. He could easily have come over again tomorrow. But Arthur was so pleased. He does so want to get this question of the rector settled.
Oh, would you like some coffee?
No, thank you, darling. You'll keep me awake. You have some.
All right.
We thought while we're in the country, we ought to get some fresh air. And what we would like, most of all, is to see a fox hunt. So that could be our Saturday treat. You know, a real fox hunt with everyone dressed up in top hats.
But the season doesn't start until November.
Oh, but Phyllis said young foxes.
Oh, cubbing. Well, that's hardly the same thing.
It's hunting little foxes.
Yes, at 4 in the morning.
4 in the... Oh, hardly worth going to bed, is it?
Liz, I'm taking Marsh into the study for a few minutes. Do you think Mrs. Gates might bring us some coffee in there?
Oh, yes, of course, Daddy. What about Jack and Mr. Biggins?
Oh, I do wish you'd call him Dennis.
Yeah. Well, now, the other two are staying in the dining room for a bit.
Katie, some more coffee? Oh, loves that.
And if you dears will forgive me, I'm going up to my room.
Oh, Granny.
Darling, I'm perfectly all right, just a little stiff, that's all. But I'm not going to say goodbye to anybody. I'm just going to slip away so not to be noticed.
Good night.
Thank you. Well, as I said, you might find it difficult to accept the idea of the man I want to present to this living.
Marsh, who is it?
My cousin.
I see. Well, there's a very long tradition of patrons presenting close relatives.
Yes. He was trained as a Lutheran pastor.
Lutheran?
Yes. He's German.
Oh, I see.
An aunt of mine married a German a few years before the war and settled out there. This is her son. Brilliant man, speaks fluent English. He's been appallingly persecuted for outspokenness against the Nazis. Seen some friends smuggled him out of Germany 3 months ago. And they've been staying with me since.
There?
He and his wife.
No children?
No.
How old is he?
27.
Well, Marsh, I'm sure he's an excellent fellow. But as a parish priest in an English village like Winchley...
Will you at least meet him?
No, there's no point.
I do feel very strongly about this.
Well, my dear fellow, so do I. The idea is out of the question.
My family made very large endowments to this parish, out of which the rector's stipend is paid.
Well, if you want to go over my head...
I've already spoken to the Archdeacon.
Have you indeed?
He said he'd be willing to help at any time. In fact, he gave me his home telephone number.
We have to get this thing over as soon as possible. Perhaps we should telephone him now.
Very well. Yes. There we are.
Yes? Who is it?
Just me, Lady Vaughan.
Oh, it's you, Nanny. Come in. I was just going to bed. What is it?
Well, I was just wondering if you were all right.
Yes, I'm just a little tired, that's all.
Yes. Don't you think you ought to see the doctor?
Oh, no, I don't see any necessity of that at all.
Oh, I thought maybe you were in pain.
Well, we all have flakes and pains at our age, but nothing to worry about.
You know, I've got some very good pills if you ever are in pain, Lady Vaughan. They're much more effective than anything else.
Well, thank you, Nanny. I'll remember if I should need them.
Well...
Liz, whatever is that noise?
Oh, it's Jack and Phyllis and friends having a little party in the drawing room.
I think they thought we were too staid.
Well, there'll be one more at the party tomorrow. The Archdeacon.
Is he coming here?
Yes, he's coming for lunch. It seems I may have to resign as church warden.
Daddy, why?
Because he supports Marsh.
But if you do all that work in...
Yes, yes, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry.